Hi everyone, today we are going to work on the walking cycle, but we're going to do it super easy. This approach is super easy because a walking cycle is actually pretty difficult to do, especially for a beginner, but I'm going to show you the easy way of doing it. And you could use this as kind of the base or kind of your guideline for you to start creating actual animation. So there's two different approaches to the walking cycle. There's a straight ahead action, which we're going to do today, which is this. You do different poses, and you repeat the poses, but you just change the you just change the position of the legs and the arms, and it gives you that look of it that it's actually walking. Um, but anyway, there's two different ways of approaching it. There's a straight ahead action, which we're going to do. You draw every single movement of um, of the character and movement position. And the other one is called pose to pose. And pose to pose, you just draw the main um, positions, four of them, and then you fill in between. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do the straight action, which is the easiest, sort of. Um, so it's going to be pretty easy. It's going to be done in 6 steps. So I'll show you really quick. I'm going to actually 8 steps to be total because I'm going to show you how to import your your animation characters if you did it in Photoshop or something like that. If not, then it's okay. Follow my other how-tos, and it shows you how to draw a character using the tools that we're going to use. Using these tools here. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to import to library, because you want the files to go to your library, not to your stage, which was right here. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to use them over and over again. You're going to hit that import, and then you're going to just hit walking cycle and open, and you would hit whatever file you needed to. It's going to come all the way in with all the different layers and different characters that I've drew already. And I am going to use it as I'm going to change this to bitmap image with editable layer styles in case I want to edit them. And then I'm just going to say import. And I'm not going to say import because I've already done it. So I'm just going to say cancel. And it's going to come up right through here. So then what we do is we're going to start your walking cycle, pose to pose, or I mean, sorry, straight ahead action. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some blank keyframes. I'm going to first double click on this layer, and I'm going to name it walking cycle. And you do it's pretty easy. You just go walking cycle, and then I'm actually going to also create a okay. I'm also going to create another layer, and this is going to be my guide layer, so you don't have your character flopping all over the place. I'm going to hit this plus sign, and it's going to hit new layer. I'm going to double click on this new layer, and I'm going to name it guide. And then I am going to, still using the same layer, guide layer, I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to change this layer to guide. So when you do transfer it, it's not going to come up. And you know you did this. I mean, when we transfer it into a gift or to a movie, this layer is not going to come up. It's just your guide layer. And you know it's a guide layer because that little like hammer shows up. I'm going to go all the way down to 45 keyframes, and this is like 1 second. 30 frames per second. There's your 1 second. I'm going to go to almost 2 seconds, which is here. And I'm going to click on this. Then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to put in insert blank keyframe. See, so now we have this keyframe here. So whatever I draw, it's going to show up on all this right here, the guide. So I'm going to actually use the line tool. I'm going to go up to properties, and I'm going to change the stroke to red so we could see the line. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so we can see the floor, the line, the guide. And I'm going to put this right here. Go. And if you notice, there you have it. Now I have my guide. I hope it's straight. It's sort of straight. And you can see it all through the different frames, but you won't be able to see it here. If you want to make it larger, then what you have to do is you have to insert another a blank keyframe, and then it'll be able to it would appear on all the frames. Okay, so we have that. So let's start the walking cycle. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I am going to look at my picture, and the best thing to do is looking at my picture is that this picture is going to be my guide, which is right here. I'm going to go to library, and there's your guide. There's a different movement, so you won't make a mistake, and you'll put these on every frame. We're going to probably do 5 frames per We're going to put the blank keyframes at every five frames, 10 frames, 15 frames, and we're going to use this as your guide. So let's do that first. So here's a keyframe right here. We're going to go up to number 5. We're going to click not on guide. We're going to click on walking cycle, and there's not a frame there yet. So we're going to put, actually there is, blank keyframe. So then we're going to go over here, click on this one, and we're going to add insert blank keyframe again. Going to go here, insert blank keyframe again. Going to go over here, insert blank keyframe again. Again, we're going to come up here, insert blank keyframe. We can do this here. Insert blank keyframes. You're going to be here. Insert blank keyframe. I'm going to speed this up so you guys don't have to do this. I'll show you how to do it very fast. And there we go. So I put in a couple of them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into my files here, into my library, my different walking files. I'm going to go look, where is my picture? Oops, you don't want to see that. Where's my picture at? So I'm going to go up here to file. Let's see here. Looking for my pictures. There it is. I'm going to grab the walking cycle, and I'm going to follow. You see it says contact, record, passing, just like this. Contact 1, contact 2 is most likely that one. Contact 3 is this one here. So I'm going to do the first one. I'm going to put this over here so I can use this as my reference. Make this a little smaller. So we can look at it, put it over here, because all we're going to be really using is a library. And the first contact is going to go on the very first 1 frame. So that's that contact right there. It just disappeared. I'm going to put him right. I'm going to drag him right into the stage. I'm going to use the selection tool to position him and make sure he's lined up with our guideline. And then I am going to go back to my, make sure everything's cool like that. Yes. So the next one is recoil. And you see that? That's how you share that this is a correct contact. Okay, then I'm going to go on contact 2. Nope, I'm going to actually get a recoil. So I'm going to go to recoil. Where's my recoil? Here's a recoil here. Make sure it's the same one. Yes, see here? So that means it's a one you need. I'm going to drag this. Oh, actually, I have to put that. Oh, I made a mistake. See this? I put it in the wrong area. So all you have to do is go edit, undo selected frame, edit, undo selected change, edit, undo library item, edit again, undo move, edit, undo. You keep going back, and then it's going to be blank like this. So I have to put it on the first keyframe, which is number 1. So contact, bing. I'm going to grab my selection tool. I'm going to move it right here, and there's the first position. Then I'm going to go to, you see how it disappears? Because a new position, a new movement is going to appear. So I'm going to go to recoil, because I believe it's recoil. This recoil, grab this, make sure that it guides. It's guiding. Okay, it's the same one. And I'm going to put that right here. So you see, we're already recreating it. Whoa, look at that. He's walking. Yeah. And then we're going to go to the next one, which is passing. Going to hit passing. Make sure that it's lined up like that one. That's the one you want for passing. We're going to go passing. And that's it. That's the right one. So grab that. We drag him and we make sure that he's on the right frame. He's on the 10 frame. Put him in a good position. There he is. Look at that. Look at the animations. You're creating animation already. So let's go to the next one. So the next one is passing. And oh, we did passing. Oops, high point. So it's high point. Make sure that it's this side right here, high point. Yes, it's the right one. Gonna put them right here. Okay. So there you go. Look, you're creating an animation. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one we use, let's see, it was high point. Now we're gonna go back to contact. You see how it's shaded in right here? We're gonna use this one now. So we're gonna go to contact and find that one. I believe it's this one. Is it that one? Let's see here. Contact, yes, that one, okay. And we bring that in. We make sure that we're in the right one. Okay, there's the right frame. And move this here, check. Wow, he's actually walking. Okay, so let's put the next one in there. The next one is, let's see here. We just did this guy here. So the next one is recoil. So go recoil. We use that one. So it's most likely that one. Let's double check. Recoil. Yep, perfect. And we'll bring him on. Make sure that it's on this frame here. Recoil. Put him right here. Okay. Go back and see. Da, 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 going for a walk. Okay. So the next one we're going to put in is recoil. So it's passing. Yay. And make sure that it's this one here, passing. Yes, it is. I'm going to move the frame right here. Passing. Put that in there. Cherry's right here. Okay. So here we go. Oh my God. Look, animation. Okay, so this is the next one. And that was passing, I believe. The next one's going to be high point. Let's go to high point 2. High point 2 is going to be right here, the shaded area. You see the arms and everything. High point 2. Yes, that's the correct one. Put that right here. Okay. Da, 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 da. It's working. Okay, we got one more, I think. High point, and then now let's do contact, which is the last contact. I believe it's this one. But what I would do is I would label these better. But I want to do something pretty fast, so it's not that good. It's just because I remember this. But usually, you want to label these contact 1, contact 2, contact 3. Okay, so here's the last one. Make sure that we're in the right frame right here. Put that right there. And it looks like we have a pretty good one. This one looks like he's hopping a little. You can always go back and do your adjustments. So I think this one's probably needs to be adjusted. So I'm going to hit this. Bring him just down a little bit more. Okay, let's see here. This one looks okay. You want him to just be touching the red line. This one looks like it's a little too high. Too low. So I'm going to bring him a little bit more right here. Okay, like that. So it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, so now let's test it. We're gonna hit the play. Whoa, you got animation right there. Let's try one more time. Play. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So what I want to do now is I am going to export it since I'm going to keep that. So I'm going to go to export. I'm going to go export animated GIF. Just for now, this is going to be the easiest. It's going to process. Then I want the background to be transparent. There is it here. Transparency for the background. Hit that, and because I want to put it, I want just a character. I don't want a white background, because if I put this on my scene, the white background is going to take over everything. But now it's just going to be the character walking. So I'm going to say save, and I'm also going to do a forever loop. But you could always just pick once. Actually, let's just do once, because I'm just going to have this guy walk through the scene. So I'm going to hit once. I'm going to say save. It's going to come up here. Let's put it in just a desktop so we could, oh no, I don't want you guys to look at my test. So we're gonna put it on arc one. I'm gonna put save. All right, let's name it. I'm gonna name it test walking cycle, but you can name it anything. And remember, it's a GIF image. Save, save, and it's been created. So now let's go into the file and make sure that, don't look at my pictures. Make sure that it came out okay. We're gonna go into my animation classes in 12 arcs. We picked arc one, and there it is. Test walking. So let's hit this. There he is. There it is. And remember, we only hit it once. We only did it once. Oops, because we didn't do the loop. And you can be looking at that. Okay, so let's try it again. And there you have it. You just created it. All right, let's go back here. And that's it. Remember to please subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email or just a comment if you have any questions. Also, there's a free template involved. You just send me a text or a comment, and I'll send you the free template to follow through. And again, later on, I'm going to be actually creating different classes that you could download. It's going to get more in detail how to do everything from step one, how to create your character, all the way to the walking cycle and the special effects and everything like that. But these are just introductions. So I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, a favor to me is to watch one of our cartoons. I mean, this is the reason why we do this, give this free stuff out. So you could kind of say, okay, Ray, I'll subscribe and then I'll watch one of your cartoons. That's all we really want. And then comment. We want some interaction here. So we're giving free stuff away. We're teaching you animation. And the only price we're asking is to subscribe, please. So I've noticed that people have been, looking at it, but no one subscribed. We're still at, at low numbers. So please subscribe. Anyway, thank you for watching. We appreciate everybody who subscribes and watch. And thank you so much. Listen to our podcast. You can hear the characters talk and give their opinion on the world and all the goofiness that's happening, and also in animation and anime. And yeah, and you could also watch your cartoons. So thank you so much. This is Ray signing off, and we'll talk to you later.